we are gonna make some lunch. I just pulled out things that I had in my freezer and my cabinet and the fridge. And we're just gonna throw together a quick sheet pan lunch. I've got 2 sweet potatoes that definitely need to be used because they're starting to grow some eyes. I pulled out this turkey cheddar smoked sausage from the freezer as well. It's been in there a while. I planned on using it, but I just never got around to it. We have got some peppers and onions, as well as some frozen green beans. And then we also have a little bit of carrots that I pulled from the fridge. So we're just gonna put everything together. So I just cut up my sweet potatoes. By the time I cut out some of the bad parts, there wasn't a lot. And then I got the rest of our potatoes that we grew. That's all we got left. So I added those in there. This is a great pantry meal. So I pulled out this packet from my spice cabinet. On the back of it, it says you can use alternative proteins. This one says it's for glazed salmon, but I'm gonna try this. I'm just gonna follow the directions on the back, add everything in here, mix it up, and get it put on a sheet pan. It smells so good. Okay. And then I'm just gonna add on just 4 of these turkey sausages. I just put them on the edges. And I'm gonna get this in a 400-degree oven, probably about 20 to 30-ish minutes. You just wanna make sure that, your veggies are cooked to your liking. I love the flavor of the veggies from that packet. I can't wait to try that again with actual salmon. It was so good. I will probably put the turkey sausages on next time about halfway from cook time of the veggies, but nonetheless, this was a really easy sheet pan lunch. Now I'm going to be making a carrot cake from this St. Dominic School cookbook. This cookbook I have had for years upon years. When I was a kid, I think like 3rd, 4th grade, I'm pretty sure if I'm thinking right, my mom worked, she was like the secretary there at that school, and this school is still open as far as I know. This was in like the Springfield, Washington County, Kentucky area. It's called St. Dominic's. And so I went to school there while she worked there, and this was a cookbook from the school. There is so many good recipes in it. It is well used, and I've even I've made notes and everything. This carrot cake is so good, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I will have this recipe typed out for you guys in the description box. That way you can have it. This and the Italian cream cake are like my 2 #1 cakes that everybody asks for. They are so good. So I'm going to go ahead and cream together my sugar and my oil, and then we will start adding in the rest of the ingredients. Now I'm going to sift in my flour, my salt, and my baking soda. And then I'm going to add in my eggs, and then I'm going to add in my shredded carrots. Now I normally do them pretty fine. Like if I buy shredded carrots, I will still put them through the food processor just to make them a little bit smaller. I don't know, I feel like it bakes better and it incorporates into the cake better, if that makes sense. And then I'm going to go ahead and add in my seasonings, and then we will add in our chopped pecans. Give everything a good mix. And I'm going to put this in a greased 9x13 metal baking pan. I'm going to bake this at 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. You just want to make sure that a toothpick comes out clean. Here's what it looks like when it's all done. We're going to let it completely cool, and then we will add on our homemade cream cheese icing. For the icing, you're going to go ahead and add in 1 stick of softened butter and 1 block of softened cream cheese. Make sure they are softened to room temperature. It's going to make a big difference whenever you are whipping together, so that way you don't have any chunks in your cream cheese icing. I like to add in some vanilla for some extra flavor. And then I also like to add in a few tablespoons of heavy cream. I recently started doing this like the past few years, and I like it way better than using milk. I think it really helps like whip up the cream cheese and makes it more stable and super fluffy. And then you're just going to add in your powdered sugar just a little at a time until it gets the consistency that you like. And just remember, you can always like add more heavy cream if it gets too thick. But just be careful not to add too much powdered sugar, because you can make it too sweet and it just wouldn't be very good. Now that the cake is completely cooled, we're going to go ahead and add on some of that cream cheese icing, and then I just kind of smooth it out with a little spatula as well as I can. Now, of course, if you didn't want to do this in a casserole pan like this, you could definitely just bake up 2 rounds and stack them on top of each other like you would a traditional cake. But this is just so much easier for me, and it still looks really pretty, and that's all that matters. So I'm just going to add on the icing, and then I do save some icing to put in a piping bag, and then I like to do little swirls on top, and then I just top it with some extra pecans. And like I said, this is a family favorite, or a customer favorite as you would call it, because I used to sell these years ago, and this and the Italian cream cake that I've been talking about is my 2 favorites. Those are my best sellers. I'm pretty sure I have shared my Italian cream cake on here. If I can find it, I will have it linked down below, because it is also just delicious as this one. And here is what it looks like when it was all done. This was so good. Everybody loved it. I made this for a family member's birthday, and she really liked it. I did store it in the fridge. Sometimes with cream cheese icing, I leave out. Some I don't. Honestly, the dairy part doesn't bother me. It just kind of depends on what cake it is. And I think carrot cake cold is better. And that's it, guys. That wraps up today's video. I really hope you enjoyed these 2 super easy and delicious recipes. There's nothing like using up some pantry ingredients to make a quick and easy lunch and a homemade carrot cake. I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.